Hello everybody, Dawn from Cyprus again. I thought I'd better give you another live. I've not been doing really well lately, so having better days the last few days. So I thought I'd do a live. If I start to get too nauseous, then I will have to early. But I hope to keep going. As you know me, positive as much as possible. So can you see anything different today? And if you've seen the title, you might have seen, I can't quite remember what I've titled it, but you might see what is different in the title. So have a good look round and hopefully you can see something very different. And it's not me, don't look at me, I'm the same old wreck I always am. So have a look round and see what you can see. There's been a few changes on YouTube, so without going into that, there are ways around things if you're having difficulties, but that's not what today is about. If you want me to email you, then drop me your email. If you need any help, I can help you there. You'll see that over here, over here, it now says that only subscribers can leave messages, but you only have to put 5 minutes in. It just really stops the room raiders jumping in. So do subscribe and do actually watch. It's got 5 minutes you must watch at least of one video, but you'll actually find it's more than that. It's 5 minutes after it knows you're watching. Oh, hi there. Yeah, I'm running. Yeah, I just said if I start to feel too nauseous, I will have to stop. But hopefully going. Is that Tammy and Jeff, or just Tammy? I'm assuming it's always you, Jeff, emailing me. I'm guessing, but sometimes I do get the wrong idea of people's ages as well, who message me or just jump on my chats and don't have their own channel. And I've been quite surprised how different some people are when they start telling me little things. So anybody can see anything different from my live chat? Not me, as I've said, but just look around the room. And yes, I've had a major sort out. I did actually start to make a video of me sorting this room out. It's not finished yet by any means, but if you look at the live chat, the last one I did, you'll see it's a lot better. As I say, I did start to make a video of actually doing it, but you know what happens, my very old video camera, it filmed it all and it was all there, but we can't retrieve it off of there. So I have made a video on it, but you've got none of the as it was and as I'm clearing out. You've just got a few of good old photos added and a little bit of film at the end. So I do just write on that. If you want to see the before, then take a look at my last live. Ah, Cranky Frankie, hi there. Hi there. Well, this is my new friend. Yeah. Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla says, I email you. Yeah, we're always together. We work together. That's so sweet. You seem to spend most of your time together. That's lovely. By the way, I mean Jeff. Yeah, I thought it was you. Sometimes you can just tell the way people write as well, who's who, if you watch enough of their videos. So yes, a room makeover. As I say in the video, I haven't posted it yet. Will probably be one of the next videos coming up. Luckily, because of my illness, and I don't know where it's going to strike or for how long, I do have a lot of in the bag sort of videos. So some might well be out of date. I have to check my hair sometimes, like, oh, it's long, oh, it's short, oh, it's medium. So I have to do that just purely for the fact that I like to at least get one up every Wednesday, but I like to do more than that. So you'll see some animal ones pop up when I'm not well and things like that. And I have just caught an owl on photo. As you know, I don't have a phone, so I can't go around like you guys carrying your phone. If you see something, quickly film it or take a picture of it. So I saw an owl sitting on the fence. We do have a lot around here, but as I say, to go back to the house and get my great big camera, It's and I can't video quickly because it has to warm up the video camera. So I saw now sitting on the fence, and I was like, oh, I really want that. I love seeing them, but I want to film and photo them more. So I crept back up to the house, got the camera. I thought, no way is it still going to be there. It was right down by my hugel beds, which is quite a long way from the house. And then I had to sort of get back to it round like this, because it was sitting under a pine tree on the fence. And when you see the picture, I will upload them. He looks just like a pine cone. He really does. He's big. He's a decent size, but you'd think it was a pine cone, like a really big one, mass of them. So I've got a photo. So I've got a few photos now when I've managed to actually get pictures of owls. I think in some of my intros and outros, I sometimes put one of my owl pictures up and everyone thinks it's fake. But no, they're all here. You know, everything I film is from my land or walking around my area, unless it's a trip out and about, and then obviously I'll put where it is. Yeah, you can. Yeah, great. Yeah, don't worry, t-shirts are in hand. Oh my God. Don't worry about it. We're not talking any more about it. You will just see a video when I've got them, Jeff. Someone else has actually said, the other channels I moderate on, they've said, oh, we've sent you something, but you might have to wait. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Anyway, so basically today I've got nothing much to say. I've got a few updates. I've got a few channel shout outs for you. I try and put a few in, and it's not just friends channels. It's actually ones that I possibly are new to watching, and I really love them. As you all know, Ava Potterfield is one of my top 2 channels I really love. We had such fun on there. Cranky Frankie was on that one. All the gingerbread talk. Oh, guys, I'm going to have to put the chat that we've just done on Ava's channel up for you to go and watch. And if you know me well, I love a good old joke and a laugh. And I started talking about gingerbread men. Just putting the channel up. It's not the channel. This is the actual link to the video I'm talking about. It's Ava Potterfield and friends. Let's put our actual channel up as well. But what I've just posted there is the actual chat. I'm trying to talk and do this at the same time, which isn't the best of things for me to do right now, really, to focus. So this is Ava's actual channel. But where I've put gingerbread men, I just started this laugh about saying, don't you think it's terrible the way that gingerbread men are forced to live in houses built of themselves? They're like fellow people, gingerbread houses. And that just got a whole chat going. One said off with their heads and things like this. And I said, no, gingerbread men need your support, especially if you've bitten their legs off. And we just got into such a laugh with that. And that really helped. That was the first day I was back on chats and everything. So that was quite a good laugh. Ah, hi, Janet. Can't believe I caught live. No, good on you. Yeah, I think you did. Didn't you catch one of my first ones, Janet? I'm pretty sure you did, Janet, because I was saying about getting moderators on that one. I hadn't set up moderators. I'm sure you was on it, Janet. Pretty certain you was. Yeah, so go and check out that one where I've just posted there, Ava Gingerbread. If you want a laugh, and if you haven't got to know me well enough with my humour, you'll see what happened there. So that's one channel I want to just bring up today. And then there's 2 more I've watched really recently. Again, as I'm saying, these aren't my friend channels that I'm on all the time. These are my newly more discovered ones. This one, I'm very interested in the Amish lifestyle. And this one I just popped across. I just suddenly noticed it, that they went to a place called Yoders. Now, you probably know it if you're in America. If you're a homesteader, my gosh, you need to look at this video. And it's Yoders, which I believe, if I'm right, it's an Amish shop but I would assume it would be like their cane furniture and this kind of thing. But it's like their food goods. Oh, and they even have like pre-packed salads, you know, like if you want to buy a salad and go off on a picnic or something. But they are a work of art. So do watch that video all the way through. Again, I'm not linking the channel of Gina's Joint. It's actually the video that I'm talking about. So it's Gina's Joint is the channel, and then the Amish Village, that's the video. And as I say, I think I could be Amish. I just love the lifestyle. It seems, I know there's different variants of it as well, but I think if I was another time, another place, I think that's something I would be able to do. It just looks like such a wholesome life. So that's another channel, a specific video. And then one more I actually watched, I think it was yesterday, very recently. Let me just bring it up. Again, this is the actual video that I'm talking about. Yeah, I need to actually put space bars in there. The channel is called Inspired to Wander. And if you're into trailers, vintage caravans, small, tiny homes, those kind of things, and crafting, this is the one for you to watch. She was showing her caravan, which she called, or trailer, some of you say, she calls Zippy. She's got another one, I believe, as well. But it's not just about the caravan, it's about inside. She shows you her crafts. And you know I'm quite into certain crafts as well. And it wasn't just the crafts, it's the fact the crafts were caravan and camping crafts. You really need to see that. I love that. Spanish homestead. Hope you're well. A lot better today, thanks. Not been doing very well at all. Texas Janet says, when I was a girl, lived near Hershey, Pennsylvania, which has a Dr. Large Amish presence. I don't know what that means, Janet. I don't know a lot about it. My mum bought me lots of things from the Amish. What's Dr. Large? Dr. Large Amish presence? Is that like following or something? I'm assuming that's following because, as I say, I know there's lots of sort of different types, isn't there? But yeah, I'm really into that and crafts and all that. I've got another video I'm going to make soon when I'm feeling a bit better. And I've been finding lots of channels where they make things, I want to say not wasting things. So they make things out of pine needles. And then another one, which probably a lot of you know about, is where they make different things out of car tires. There's another one I wanted to add to that, and I can't remember. Oh, out of yucca plants, you know, the yucca trees. I have some here. And out of the leaves, they make shoes. And if you grow those yuccas, you'll be like, no way, that's so sharp. But I want to link those 3 videos and others I come across that just talk about how even what we non-wasters may count as waste, how you can still do things with those. So if any of you have got links on those sort of things, I'd quite like to add those to it. Janet says, didn't mean the doctor to be there, fat fingers. Okay, so we'll reread that for those of you, because I know a lot of you just listen to these live chats. So I shall autocorrect. Janet says, when I was a girl, we lived near Hershey, Pennsylvania, which has a large Amish presence. My mum bought me lots of things from the Amish. There we go. My Aussie kitchen and garden. Hi there. Good day, Dawn. Green heart. What does the green heart mean? You love my rural living. sorry, but you can't stay, as I'm in the middle of a movie with a couple of the kids. One of them is on the toilet break, so I jumped in to give you thumbs up. Wish you well. Have a great day. Sorry I can't stick around. Well, you said hello. That's all I like. Like I say to you all, just send me a letter or a photograph, or it just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Just a hello out there, which is what I'm trying to do. A few little links, as I say, not to the channels that everyone knows about, but to those maybe you haven't discovered yet. What else? Oh, I better give you an update. of my cross stitch, because I know a lot of you like to see the progress. So I think we had the tree bush thing done, but it wasn't completely filled in. We had the watering can, because I think I did that first. We had the gardener. He now has a wheelbarrow. We have a whole rose bush going on, and I've started on the birdhouse, and the fencing around it. And as you know, this is, oh, I hate this, I can't see. There we go. So the black funny pointy things up the top, that's the start of a picket fence. That's the top bit of it. And as you know, it's not a pattern I'm following. I've actually just picked out pictures that I like and trying to sort of put it all together. So that's coming on nicely. Thanks to Jane for that, because she sent me the Ada and some threads. So Jane, there's your update. You can see how I'm going with that one. And the other update I know people keep liking me to say is what I'm currently reading, because I love to read a lot. I've just read 2 books on it's not a Kindle, it's a tablet, but I've got Kindle on that. I only get the free books, and there's plenty out there. I'm currently reading, I can't tell you who it's by or what it's called, unfortunately, but it's about a lady, it's true. I think it's slightly storified, but it's true. And she lives in France, and she's got an old cottagey type thing, and she inherited some money, and she's refurbished 2 outbuildings, and she rents them out. It's just little stories about the sorts of people that come to stay. That's rather good. There's one I just read before that. I thought it was about homesteading, like a story of the life of a homesteader. It turns out to be more of a religious journey and not much about the homesteading at all. That I've read, but the actual, because I do like an actual book in my hand, the current one, these books I read, like actual books, are ones one of my friends Sue donates to me. So I just read what I think I like, or ones I don't think I like, I just read a bit. If I like it, I keep reading it. If I don't, they go. When I finish them, if they were a really good story and I think, oh, I'd like to read that again, I keep them. If I don't, or they were okay, then I actually put them in for our guests to read. So I'm currently reading Liz Ryan. I believe she's a journalist in the UK, and it's Beautiful Dreamer is the book. And basically she was supposedly very happily married. I think this is set in Ireland, I believe. I might be mixing my stories up. No, I don't think so. I think it's in Ireland. Very happily married, and suddenly her husband decides he needs time out. So it's okay. It's what I call an easy read. So as you can say, halfway through already. I read quickly when I'm well. I can't read when I'm not well, which is really annoying, because you want to just lay there and read, but I get so nauseous reading. It's not good. Who we got here? Gini's joined. I've just given a shout out for your channel. I hope you heard it. If not, you have to go back. I was talking about the Yoda market shop thing. You know I love that. I kept on. Oh, Whiskey and Sunshine. I'm guessing that's Shelley. Janet says, have you read Possum Living? It's a great read. It's about living simply for very little money. Oh, no. Do you know the author of that? Let me write. If you know the author, and if it's free, I can get it on Kindle. Possum Living. Sounds great. It sounds like it's set in Oz, maybe. Is that? I think that's the only country that has possums. Maybe not. Yeah. So as I say, I've been yes, Scott's still in bed. Of course he is. Is back. How's his back doing, Shelley? Haven't been on your channel for a while because I've not been well. So some of you haven't really been on your channels. Just started really yesterday, going back to channels. You know I'll catch up, guys. So yes, while I'm sitting here, as I say, I've sorted my room out a little bit. I've still got, oh, that's the thing. If you go and watch the video when I finally post it about doing this room out, tidying it out, you'll see this bit of the room that you can't actually see. While I was tidying out, I actually came across this really beautiful bag. This is obviously why I kept it. Isn't that beautiful? Look. And it's not plastic. I don't know what it is. You could wipe it down if it was dirty, but I wanted to sort out my stencils. Oh, it's much better, thank you. Very pretty. The bag is beautiful. And I was like, what shall I use it for? I don't want to use it as a bag because I think it will get broken. So I'm going to put my stencils in. It's by Dolly Freed. I love this multiple conversation going on. By Dolly Freed. I'll look it up, see if I can get it on Kindle or not. I'm quite annoyed. I've got this tablet, iPad, it's a tablet, and got it fairly recently. Trouble with it is I can't film on it because outside you can't see the screen at all, and you know most of my filming's outside. It doesn't link up to this old laptop, so I can't download what I have filmed. Oh, guys, I have so much trouble. And you know my camera's playing up, the video camera might say, look, let's just put something in to getting you another one. I went, no, I've got loads of backup photos and film ready. Yeah, so I'm going to put my stencils in it. I had them in one of these white drawers that you can't see, which I've now cleared out to put my seeds in. Oh, my seeds, because I don't want them outside, it's too hot. So I did have one of the drawers of stencils, and they were in a plastic bag that's broken. So I'm just going to put them in here. I need stencils so much. Look, they fit perfectly. Yeah, excuse me while I'm doing my work. One of your crafters you like to see. Look at all the different types of stencils. They're pretty. Oh, that's probably the right way around for you. There you go. That's better. These are lovely, aren't they? I think just labelling a drawer or a book or something with a stencil just makes it look so much nicer, doesn't it? So has anyone got any questions while I'm here? Because this is the time to ask me, because it saves me typing things back. I've got some number ones there, they're big. Well, these are fitting perfectly. Can't remember what I put in my title. Is there anything else I'm supposed to be talking to you about? Oh, I'm going to update you on what I've been doing garden-wise. If you saw my video where I collected some chard seeds, then I put some in the root stout bed by the hugel beds, and at the same time I put some in my little cups that I grow seeds in. It was an idea to compare what was growing quicker of the two, and they both grew more or less the same, because the hugel doesn't get watered, or the root stout doesn't get watered, but the cups do, so they grew about the same. So, all right, hugel's better in the fact then that you don't need to water. So I did that, and I've now transplanted. I've made the chard bed bigger, and now the cup ones I've just planted out this morning. So all the chard is planted out. Oh, that's got a ruler on as well. Look, that's quite handy, isn't it? What else have I done? Oh, I've made quite a lot more hugels and root stout beds. You know that area I show one bit, then under the tree, then the other bit. There's a lot more hugels there. It's literally any space in between where I can fit more in, I will. And one of my workaways chopped one of those trees right back, not the one where you see the stones with the earth round. That was another tree that was done, but that overhanging one. And so now I'm going to do another maybe 4 beds under that, because it is big, but I want a couple really big beds, because some of the seeds Josh gave me I think would do well in there, like these sort of melons or those kind of things, or squashes, because they really spread. That's a nice small one. We've got lots of different types of stencils, and they'll be easy to grab. So that's the hugels I've done. Oh, aubergines. This morning I had my aubergines were in some red kind of, they were oil containers, and I had them in there, but I didn't realise as I'm watering those, the water, there's no holes in the bottom, and they were starting to get a bit soggy, but the aubergines were doing really well. There's no actual aubergines on them, they're only sort of this tall, and I thought, well, that's not good, as the water starts to go stagnant, so I've moved those into a raised bed. Restocking my raised beds slowly as each bed's finishing. I'm rebuilding them up. Got all sorts of manure coming in left, right and centre now from the stables where I help. I have just made a little tiny film on that called Circle of Life Part 1 about me helping down at the stables. Yeah, so that's actually quite a nice little video. Shows the, I don't want to say, but it's how that whole cycle goes on and how we end up benefiting from it. So there's that. What else? Aubergines I've done. Oh, transplanting, lots of little bits and pieces. I've pulled up my beetroot, lost my beetroot. Got to put some more seeds in for the beetroot. We've been busy collecting pallets, more pallets, free pallets. If you guys want pallets for either raised beds like I've made them, or all sorts of things, or bottom of hugels are quite good, or bottom of compost bins they're actually good for because it keeps it aerated, or indeed building sides of them. Go to any shop basically. Someone said, oh, I can't afford to buy them. We've never bought a pallet. Go to a shop like DIY shops, hardware shops, big stores, supermarkets, electrical stores, anywhere where they're going to have big deliveries, either big items or sort of lots of packets. So go somewhere like that, and they just want to get rid of them. Ports. I don't know if you live near ports at all, or warehouses, any type of warehouses. This one's quite nice. It's quite flimsy though. So you've got small letters and big letters. Quite a nice one. Randomly showing you stencils while I speak. So yeah, just showing you how many stencils I've got. Good ideas. I try to think of different things. It's because when I first started doing videos, I just happened to mention, of course, you guys know this and blah, blah. And like so many comments, no, we didn't, we never thought of that. Or it's my salvage and recycling. We actually salvaged something yesterday. We went down to feed the horses. Mike said, oh, I popped out to, I think, the garage or something. And he said, I did see an old pallet on the side of the road. Are you up for going a bit further in the car? And I said, yeah. So he went and got that. And behind it, as he pulled it out the road, was, I think it's like a travel cot. You know, those flimsy ones with mesh. And it was only one part of it, one side, not the bottom. It was one side. So I couldn't know what they've done with the rest of it, if it was broken. And I brought that back. I thought, bit of netting. So I've got to figure out how to get the bits off of that, the metal. This is Egyptian. Obviously, really need it. Egyptian letters. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, if you want stencils, I think I've said this, I've got a craft video, my 10 top tips for craft on Tranquility, my other channel. The link is in the description, I've just put it in. And I say on that for crafts, go and look in children's toy areas. And that's where I got these from. I've punched out the letters. So I've got the letters actually punched out. Where are they? They must be in the bag. Oh, here they are. So I've got the actual letters punched out, but I kept the other bits in case I wanted that. And these were in a children's area. So always go and look there. Sometimes it's cheaper than buying actual craft things. Because craft shops, some are good, some are cheap. We've got a shop here called Jumbo. Absolutely love Jumbo. It's everything you can think of. There's household stuff, fancy dress, art and crafts, stationery. There's really cheap, but obviously, as you know or don't know, we're not allowed in any shops or buildings anymore at all. Anything. I like these. Now I talk about these on. Oh, hello! I'm in the middle. That make a nice thumbnail, doesn't it? I talk about these on that 10 top tips for crafters, and these ones are metally. I don't know what they're made of. They're not cheap, but they're so usable for all sorts of things. You can dab through it or draw in it, anything at all. And you can either make them cards, or you can make photo frames or book covers. They're really versatile. I've got a few of these sort of things. Oh, that's just a backing bit of one. That's a backing bit of another. I'll obviously keep them in those, really. Yeah, here's another one. I try and buy things that are adaptable around the edge of cards, or I use them sometimes to make a frame, draw around, and then put some cross stitch in the middle. These ones not so good because the holes are so tiny. You can't really see that properly. There, I think that's more for sort of inky things. I've got three here. These are tiny. I'm going to keep doing this till you ask me questions. As I say, I just wanted to catch up with you because I've not been about or on some of your channels for a while. I've not been well. That's pretty. That's a nice corner piece, isn't it? And again, you can also use these to make lots of patterns out of them. And this one's small. You see that? Put it there. There. The ceiling's quite handy. So yeah, as you can see, everything's a lot tidier around me. I want to do something about this board. At the moment, that's got some old YouTube videos, all the information of what music and that I've used. I've finished with that, but the board behind it is where I do my Greek lessons. It's on there. And yes, guys, if you can send me any, what do you call them, whiteboard pens. My last episode that I'd filmed of the Greek, you can barely read it. And as I say, we can't go in shops, so we can't buy any whiteboard pens. So pretty. Thank you. This one, that one's nice. It's all hearts. You can sort of see what ones I collected. It's ones you can be more diverse with or write a message in the middle. So when you write in a card inside, rather than just writing happy birthday from whoever, you could actually do that round inside. It's quite nice. Oh, bag's flying away. Oh, two bags flying away. I've got the fan here. Do tell me if you can ever hear it. You'll see where it is if you watch the video when I post it of doing this room. And you'll sort of see where it is. That, can you see that? That's Dog and Bones, 2 Dog and Bones. And any of you who are interested in Cockney rhyming slang, East London speak, dog and bone means phone, telephone. Dog and bone, phone. I can tell you any of those if you need to know. That one, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, see how clear my door is now. Go back and look at the last chat. That bag there is, Mike calls it my go bag. When I go out on my walks on my own, I can fit a phone in there, which I forget to take sometimes because I don't like to take a phone, but he worries about me. But then I have to take my glasses. So I basically have the, what's it called? What did I put in there? Oh, water bottle. Water bottle. I put my water bottle in there. And then if you hear on any of my walk videos like a little clink, 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 it's because on there my friend bought it for me, that bag, and it's got Paris on it. And it's got a little Eiffel Tower. little trinket thing hanging on it. And when I walk, I realise that bounces, and you hear that in the camera sometimes. Ugh, just drop the bag. So those little ones can go in there, and in the big blue bag. Oh, and these are the last of my stencils, apart from those big ones I'll show you in a minute. These I speak about these. And these are rubber, and you actually put them on your hand. I forget what it's called, like the Indians do. They put the henna, don't they, on, and they make hand. But they're great for crafts. So they're very nice. They're good to put ink on. I've got a few of those, I think 2 or 3. Again, they're a bit difficult to do printing. You can only really dab ink through them. There's that one. Oh, there's 2 more, I think. This one's lovely. This is Peacock, I think, if I remember rightly. Put it in my hand, might see it better. No, it's a Peacock. Can you tell? That one's really hard to sort of put colour through it. And then there's one more. Oh, everything's blown away over here. This is the last one of those. There. You're so far behind on videos. Don't think I ever catch up. Been super busy. Yeah, I must count how many channels I follow. It's very difficult. Very difficult. I know you're there. Just pop on now and then. I know you're there. And then I've got these, which I show. They're obviously different shapes, hearts and things. I don't think they'll fit in there. And these are too flimsy, so I might have to put those somewhere else. But these are different ones. They make sort of flowers and things. I'll show you in a minute. I've got a couple made up. And these make the sort of things. But as I say on that video, don't just use things for their purpose. Oh, you can see here what they make. Right here. So you layer, you do one colour, then another colour, another colour, another colour, or alternate the colours. And there's one on this side here on my finger. There somewhere. There we go. That's a bit better. I think you can see it there now. Oh, this one shows you then. So you can make this swirly thing. You can make this. You can make this. You can make, we could see in this way. You can make this by this finger. You can make this. And you can make this. They're not very big those, I must say. And then I've got this one. Again, this is a layered thing. You can make this, this, and this. Now that says 350. That's Cyprus pounds, which we don't have now. It's euros. This is some of them. See? Good morning, Anne. You're looking older, Anne. Anne's just had a birthday. Ah, you like the stencils? Very cool. Yeah, it's something as well that we don't have craft clubs or anything here, but if you did, you could all take the stencils and share, couldn't you? Would be nice. So yeah, these are just a few. You can sort of layer. Black and white's quite effective. So there's some there. Yeah, these are some of those little ones I showed you, and I said that should come out really small. Make different sort of flowery things. Now this salt. I've just realised I've got 2 moderators on. apart from the very first one where I made people moderators, I think that's the most moderators I've had on at any one time. And now I've got spirograph, not as you know it, but it's like, again, kids feel. Go and look in the children's department. Everything is so much cheaper sometimes than craft stuff. And I do a little booklet that I show you on the video of the patterns that I've made with those. So yeah, that bag is doing quite well for those stencils. As I say, those big ones I've just shown you don't really fit. Photograph can go in there. And that's handy. Carry round. And then I've still got to sort out. Now, I don't know what to do with these guys. Tell me what I should do with them. When I was younger, I used to collect novelty things, as in stationery. I just love stationery. Just give me an exercise book and I'm like, yeah. I don't know what it is. I've spoken before. In England, there's a shop called W.H. Smith's, how it used to be. And it was what you Americans call back to school. That is where you would have gone in my time. You would have, but there's no such thing in England. There never was. I know there is now, but there never was back to school shopping. The only back to school shopping there was in my day was going to get your school uniform. I'm sorry, but you didn't have a new school uniform every year. You had to make do. My very first senior school or high school uniform, my mum bought far too big for me, and she hemmed it all up and did like what you call it when you take it in and everything. And she was no sewer, and she did it. Oh, it'll last you through the end of school. Well, I suppose that was a little bit better than my general hand-me-downs, but that's how it was. So I used to collect novelty stationery. Now, what do I do with it, guys? I don't want to chuck it, but it doesn't, if they're pens, they don't work anymore. What do I do with it? I've used them as props in shows before. That's a pen. These are all pens. So there's a nice cream. What do I do with them? I'm not just throwing them. Give me an idea. This is a banana. It's a bit dirty now. It's a pen, of course. You see my two pens up here, the two birds, two flamingos, they're pens. Shelley says, Genius joint, always hate to see it come, but it's beautiful. Oh, we're talking about in Florida, no winter. We have a very short winter here, and we don't see rain at all from December. Sometimes we get rain, it's variable. December to February is probably the longest we would see rain. There. What do I do with these? Comment below. And then, oh, another banana. These are all pens. This is a brand of banana. I don't know if you know it. Shelley says, I always hate to see it come, but it's beautiful. Florida's too hot for me. I'm tired of sweating. Something when we were looking, we could have moved anywhere at all, and we sat and wrote pros and cons for lots of countries. We did decide, although we both love the summer and it does me a lot of good, I did want season changes, one for growing, and secondly, I think to have that little bit of winter, you appreciate the summer all the more. I wouldn't say it's monotonous, that's not fair because summer's lovely, but you know what I mean, just to have the change. So I like a bit of change. Come on, guys, what am I doing with all these? A carrot, that's a pen, obviously. As I say, they've run out, and most of them are fixed in. You can't get refills. Not that I'd buy refills. Refills out here are really expensive for biros. Rabbit, of course. You can tell I've got nothing to do. Home alone this afternoon. Mike's gone to get some more free pallets. Sweet corn, of course. Do you see a homesteading theme going on here? Come on, what am I doing with these guys? Oh, they're not going back in the drawer. Oh, of course. Chips or fries, as you Americans say. We say chips. Americans, chips are crisp, aren't they? We say crisp when you say chips, and we say chips when you say crisp. This is a chip. Maybe put them in a bowl. What, the fruit? I could go do a video, do a thumbnail. Look what I've just harvested. We could do that. I could do one, say, does anyone notice anything about what I've just harvested? And you guys will know. Annie, hi there. Hi. I just sent a comment on your channel before I came in. We're asking what to do with these that I've got early. These are all old novelty pens and sharpeners and that. I'm just saying, wouldn't it be funny, because these look quite real, someone who said put them in a bowl, Shelley, put them in the bowl. I could do a thumbnail. Look what I've harvested, but what's wrong with these? That would be fun. I might do that. At least I get another use. Where did you live where it's winter? Oh, Gini, you're talking to. And says maybe garden markers. That's a brilliant idea. And that is resourceful. Oh, that's brilliant. I knew someone would have a brilliant idea. It's Anne. It's because she's older now. She's older now. Older and wiser, isn't it, Anne? Oh, this is a pencil, as if you didn't know when I show you. It's got Isle of Wight on. Now, do you guys know Isle of Wight? See how Wight's spelled? W-I-G-H-T. It's a small island on the very south of England. You have to get a ferry to it. And there's different colour sands there. And this is what this is, the different colour sands from the Isle of Wight. It's quite a nice little place. And there's, you just bus around there. There's a train that goes down the ferry. When the train goes down the ferry, did you understand that? You get off the ferry and it's at the end of a very long pier, and then you get a train from the end of the pier where the ferry stops all the way down the pier to Isle of Wight. Be cute to mark your plants. Yes, Anne, we've already said that's a brilliant thing. We'll say it again. Anne, that's a really brilliant idea. I'm going to have to remember it's you though. Oh, Mike's back. This is another pen, of course. It's a giraffe. I'm not growing giraffes, Anne. What could I do with this one? Anne's laughing. Can you hear her? She's laughing. Oh, you'll like this one. Now, this is a natural brand of toothpaste. Maybe you Americans have it. I keep saying Americans. I hate that when I'm on channels and the Aussies keep going, oh, Americans, Americans. Hello, I'm from Cyprus. There are other people in the world. But I'm sure Signal, is that American or is it English? It's an English brand, but I don't know where it's made. But look, it's an actual tube of toothpaste. It's a pen. I like that one because it actually feels like a tube of toothpaste as well. It's slightly squishy. What am I doing with that one, Anne? Put it in for the guest. Put it in the accommodation for the guest. Knowing them, they'll try and squeeze it out. They do some weird things. Oh, they're talking again. My word, Dawn, too funny. Haven't heard of that brand. And where are you? Oh, you're America, aren't you? I forget. Yeah, so we go. That's I must have had another pencil from it. Isle of Wight. So yeah, the very, very south of England. A little island at the bottom. It's not far across. I don't know how far it is across. It's not very far. Not like going away. Is this an English brand? Cadbury's Chocolate Flake. And the wrapper wasn't on it. My dad got me the wrapper to go with it because the pen is the chocolate flake. I've heard in America you actually have for chocolate, the brands of the English chocolate, but the chocolate's not right. You have weird stuff for chocolate. So that, what am I doing with that, Anne? Putting that in the cupboard. It's going to be the house of traps. Oh yeah, I have, look, got another Isle of Wight pencil. It's a yellow one this time though. Yeah, Isle of Wight. And there's, look, the shape of the island around the words Isle of Wight. You can see, look, it's not very big. So it's as big as my finger. I'm definitely feeling better. It helps to come and do nothing particular on the video. Matches. So they're pens. Who's laughing? Ernie. I have a Polish friend and her mum sends her flake chocolate all the time. I like it. I like chocolate, but I don't like eating just chocolate. And I don't like eating chocolate in the summer. You know, it goes all gooey and Mike loves chocolate. I like dark chocolate more. I like white chocolate. But just take a plain chocolate bar. No, I like sort of caramel in chocolate or Twix. I think you all know Twix. Twix is one of my favourites. Mars bars I quite like. There used to be a chocolate bar, if you like, in England when I was a teenager. I don't do it anymore. It's called Texan, and it was like a chocolate outside, and then it wasn't nougat because I don't like nougat, but it looked sort of nougat-y in the middle, and it was like chewy toffee. You had to go. That was really nice. Texan bar. Oh, if there's any English people watching this at any point, I know sometimes there's shops that rebrand some of these things. So if you got any of those, wow, I bet they don't taste the same though. And sizes of chocolates and sweets and crisps, oh my goodness, they're so wrong now. I don't like when they change the names of sweets. Okay, let's look at pencil sharpeners. Content. Let's look at some pencil sharpeners. Yes, how many pencil sharpeners do you need to keep? I have a little drawer here, you know, where you get to keep nails in. A little drawer section, and it's got, can't lift it up because I've got things on it, where people keep screws and nails, you know, a man's sort of pull out drawer thing. And I've got, how many sharpeners in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's about 9 in there. How many pencil sharpeners do I need to keep? And then, of course, I have my novelty pencil sharpeners. We have, this is for Ava, Cake. It's a bit dirty. Ooh. Cake, that's pencil sharpener. Cake, I like that one. I could just put those out for ornaments and then get rid of the other pencil sharpeners maybe. So I just keep a couple of cakes, but then that will make me want to go in the kitchen and eat. Dilemmas. Cake, this one's plastic, you wouldn't want to eat that. The other two were sort of a little bit rubbery feeling. Yes, cake. What am I doing with these, Anne? Fruit gums. These are all pencil sharpeners, Round Trees. That's an actual brand. It was. And then that will learn here in a minute. We all know this. Pepsi. They're good. One's sharpeners where you've got the bin sort of bit in them. That's probably good. And also, I've got to try them out because sometimes you use pencil sharpeners and they don't work very well. We're talking about Ed here, who is Ernie's chap. Making work like, yeah, we've seen you making him work hard. Bless him. Pizza. Pizza. Toadstool. Mushroom? Toadstool. That's a toadstool. That's not mushroom, silly dawn. That's a toadstool. Yeah. Oh, this is a ruler. Fries chocolate cream. That's an actual real brand. That one. No, it's a ruler. got numbers down the side. Probably can't see the numbers, but that's a ruler. It's quite handy. This is to mark my growing patch. Tomato. There's a tomato. A dice. This is quite clever for a pencil sharpener because the number 1 is the sharpener bit. That's quite cool. Let's speed this up because there's a lot in here. A pen that's an umbrella. Oh, these are rubbers or erasers, whatever you call them. That's a nice one, isn't it? That's for Daz, that one. He likes sweets. He likes to talk about sweets. Our Daz. Little ice cream. That's rattling. Oh, it's a pencil sharpener, and the pencil sharpener bit's rattling loose in there. This is a rubber or eraser. Yeah, you've got to go. You're like, I've seen enough rubbers. Thanks. Thanks for dropping in, Shelley. So this is a eraser. It's a calculator. This is an eraser. It's a cassette, for those of you who remember cassette tapes. And it's actually, you take it out the little box. Another sweet eraser. Another sweet eraser. Anne says, don't know about those. I can't ever find a pencil sharpener where I need one. If I could afford postage, you could have as many as you like. Another eraser. That's a bat, a cricket bat. Another sharpener, this one, pencil sharpener. Oh, no, it's not. It's a pencil top. It's a chocolate. It's a pencil top you put on the end of your pencil. What am I doing with these? I haven't seen cassette tape in ages. Oh, Ernie, you're showing your age, love. You're supposed to say, I don't know what they are. This is an eraser in a packet. I think you get that in a lot of different countries. That's a washing powder to wash your clothes. Or put in the washing machine, let's say, because it says automatic. Are you enjoying this or are you bored? Another eraser in a packet. That one's quite good. Milk carton. Another one in a packet eraser. It's coffee. Oh, that's for Ava. Ava, if you watch this later on, that's for you. Is the chocolate pencil top scented like candy? No, I don't think so. No, it's nothing. Maybe some will make tree ornaments. Oh, that's an idea. Oh, I like this one. This is a eraser. It's a biscuit. That would be a good joke one, wouldn't it? But not if you were the one who were trying to eat it. Oh dear. This is an eraser. I don't know why it's in a box. It's a little umbrella. I wish I could afford giveaways and that. I'd just bundle these up and let you win it. It's a paintbrush. That's an eraser, the bottom bit. The top bit's plastic. It's like the holder. And then the rubber's this bit. Anne says, my hands are so busy. I'm listening to trying to freeze some tomato paste. Ooh. Just check I haven't missed any comments. Oh, this is for Ernie. Another cassette tape. That one looks better, doesn't it? That's more realistic. Is it an actual brand? No. Yeah, that's like the old TDK. We used to have company TDK. That's the colour they used to do. You can see the dinosaur Christmas tree now. Well, you won't see it on mine, Ernie. I hate Christmas trees that don't have Christmas things on them. I've seen a lot of that. People put all sorts of things on a Christmas tree. Not for me. Got to be Christmas things on a Christmas tree. I'm not quite sure what this is all about. It's an eraser and it says animals, and this is plastic and it's like a comb. I don't know, maybe for your eyebrows. Who knows? Oh dear. Oh, Anne's giggling with us. Yes, Anne. Oh, this is for those of you who like to paint. This is oil paint. No, not acrylic paint. Look, that's a rubber. Does it need to come off? Oh yeah, look, it comes off. So yep, that's all a rubber. Tell me if you're bored, guys. This is a rubber hamburger. This is a rubber. This is another little sweetie. It's a bit discoloured. You're supposed to be telling me what to do with all these. Anne's winning for ideas at the minute. A really sad looking Rubik's Cube, rubber, eraser. It's a bit sad. I had one of the first original ones in the UK. Have I told this story? A much older friend of mine, because at my stage school, I've said before, why I was in a much higher class, so I was with much older people. They were at work while I was still in school. She actually worked in some office, and they had a blind person worked in the office. And each year, one of them who worked there had to go and buy presents for the whole office. They got the money from the boss, but they all took it in turns. And one year it was her turn, and they had this blind girl working there, and she didn't know what to get, because you had to get everyone the same. So she was like, I don't know what to do. And she found out that this was before the days of finding things out on Google, that she found out there was a shop where you could buy things for blind people, as in everything, anything they made for blind people that was the same as for visual people. And she found Rubik's Cube, but she didn't know what that was. And the people said, yeah, it's coming out new, and put her in contact with the company. And so she found out where to get these Rubik Cubes from, as they were just coming onto the market before anyone knew what they were. And she got a Braille one for the blind girl. And she got me one. So I took it into school, and I'm like, wow, I'm playing with it. And you can tell the original ones, they work so much better. I can tell you a fake one or a bad replica straight away. And I went to school at break time and played. And I remember everyone going, oh, what's that? What's that? And when you think how popular they got, I kind of started the craze in my school, if you like. And obviously they spread from there in my area. So another rubber, that's a lolly or popsicle. I've got a great recipe for popsicles or lollies on my other channel, Tranquility. I've just made some more. They cost barely anything to make. They're basically just a bit of water, a bit of sugar, and whatever flavouring you want. Obviously, I'll show you how to do it. And they're not like when you have them, you suck out the juice and there's just ice left. I think it's because the sugar, and a little bit of lemon in there. I think because of that, it keeps the flavour all spread out. There, I've got my mouse arrow right in the middle. There we go. It was right on my eye. I thought something was poking my eye. Another eraser. It's a Swiss roll. Do you know that? It's a type of cake, and you make it flat, sponge, and then you roll. Oh, you put jam or cream on the flat bit, and then you roll it up. Swiss roll, we call it. Oh, it says it there. Swiss roll. Oh, battery. That is a rubber. Yes. Oh, didn't expect that, did we? Inside. That's a eraser or rubber. I know I could use some of these, but I don't make that many mistakes. Hot dog. Hot dog. That's an eraser. Hang that up for my hot dog. More chocolate. Chocolate bar. Eraser. Never mind eraser. This is a razor. That's a rubber or eraser. And he says, Little Debbie cakes make Swiss rolls. I can't buy a box of them because I end up eating the entire box of them in one sitting. Is Little Debbie cakes a like make at home type thing? I'm assuming that's what that is, like a ready, just mix it up type thing. I'm guessing that's what that is. Eraser. Oh, that goes with the pen. Look, got a pen under rubber or eraser. We could have a whole ice cream department going on here. As I say, don't want to leave the food out, it just makes me hungry. Ah, just had one of those light bulb moments. That's an eraser. Oh, they're ready to eat straight from the box. Oh, what could be better? Another eraser. It's Sea Animals Dictionary. It's an eraser. Unused, still wrapped. The never-ending box. Oh, you'll know who this is. This is an eraser. It's not an eraser, it's a pencil sharpener, though. Pencil sharpener. Hello. Hello. And he says the ice cream razor with the green splatter on it looks like Jasper's morning poo. Jasper's her bird, not her husband, in case any of you don't know. Oh dear, nothing worse than laughing at yourself. This is a boogie box stereo there, and it's got an eraser out the end like you expect. Weird. I know. The next eraser we'll make, we'll have a stereo. Well, which bit's going to be the rubber? Oh, we'll just have a bit sticking out the end. Oh, this is another book that's an eraser. Animals. I suppose these are good because you've seen how some of them get dirty. So I guess that's quite a good idea if you go to school or college or something. That's quite good in your pencil box. We're nearly there. This is just a trick. Pencil, no. This is just a trick. It's a Cadbury's chocolate finger biscuit. Do you know these? Ah, Twinbrook Acres. Hi, listening at work. That's the best way, isn't it? Nice to see you here. I'm just being a bit of a loony today. Another eraser. Ah, Ernie, we could put this on the Christmas tree. Look, it's a Christmas stocking. That could go on the tree. Yes, so it's about 4 things we found a use for so far. When you think, oh, this was just in one of these drawers that I've emptied out to put my seeds in, that's why I don't want to put it all back. It's sitting there. I've been brought up with the fact if something doesn't have a home, then bye-bye. Or don't be of the fact, put it away in a cupboard and then it stays there. Use it or lose it. This is a record, Ernie. You know what a record is, then. You know what cassette tapes are. You know a record. A disc. This is an eraser. There. I suppose Ernie would be hanging that on her tree. Put a little tag through the middle. This is a trick bar soap, but it's a bit dirty now. I went through a phase like all children do, I think, to find tricks. Nearly there. Little flower. That's an eraser, but all the leaves and stems not. The palette shadow box is a cool idea. Have I missed something? Oh, Texas Janet, when we did Airbnb, hubby made a shadow box out of pallet wood. I glued decor items in them. We use them on the walls. Well, that's an idea, isn't it? If there's something you want to keep. I did do a shadow box once. I bought one. Oh, when I used to run discos. I haven't spoken of that yet, have I? Used to run discos. People used to book me for weddings or functions or children's parties, and I know all the dances. So yeah, we used to do discos, and say we, not me and Mike. Used to do discos, and so many records and lights. I'd all the thing. I had like £2,000 worth of equipment, the smoke machines and all sorts. But twofold, because I used to do my own shows for stage school, so obviously I could use them twofold. Crest, that's an eraser. We all know that's a toothpaste, I think. Oh, another light bulb moment. That's an eraser. Nearly there. Another lollipop or popsicle. There. The eraser, pencil sharpener. Oh, he can go in the bin, look. And he's lost his arms, his head, his eyes. I think he's for the chop. Email. Erasers inside. Oh, this is sweet. That's inside. That's pretty cute. I like that one. Bit more fun. Then we've got, these are erasers. Bucket and spade. And he'd be hanging that on a tree. And spade comes out. Yeah. Bit weird to use as a eraser, that, isn't it, really? Last pencil sharpener. Here's a mailbox, letterbox. In England, they're called letterboxes. There is a toothbrush here, but it seems to have lost its bristles. That's it. Just a kaleidoscope. It's not a sharpener or anything. It's just a little kaleidoscope. Can you see? I don't think you can see it. Nah. Let's see if you can see it. Oh, yes. Can you see? Oh. Sort of. You get a bit of an idea. Yeah, the light went, ooh, ooh. So, I was using this time to sort those out, but all they are now is spread around my two desks. I've actually ended up making more mess by doing that. Oh, this is the eraser I do use. We used to call them Unifix bricks at school, and you used to count with them. They would come apart, and we used to count with them at school. And there's an eraser in it, so as you run it down, you can put them back on the top. So that's the eraser I use. But what am I going to do with these guys? Seriously now. I don't want to. I know what's going to happen. As soon as I finish this, I want my desk cleared. I'll just put them straight back in the box. No. I need to sort what I want to keep. How many pencil sharpeners do you need? And while we're pondering that, make sure you hit that thumbs up, because I just want to see it go up one number, and I will, I don't know. I will go, yay. So make sure you've all hit that thumbs up there. Anything you want to know before I finish today, guys? So much easier to answer a question while I'm here, and I can give a more in-depth answer to you. Always be sure to go back and watch the beginning if you wasn't on at the beginning, because there's actually some shout outs and show and tells at the beginning. So what else are we going to talk about before I go? Anything you want to know, or any more suggestions? as to where these things can go. I'll have to go and find some children that would like these. There must be someone. You know, nobody lives here, so there's no one local. I've always liked to give to sort of needy people, as in they haven't got, like I say, I need whiteboard pens. Can't go in shops, not allowed to go in. So to me, if I have whiteboard pens, I will give them to me. Anne says, how are you doing today? Glad to see you. It's been fun. Excellent. How are you doing today? So when I say needy, I mean I don't want to just give them to children. I want to give them to children who either collect them or don't have them. So here you can't go into a school and give them because you just don't do that. Schools here, what's the word? They have what they need. They get given everything they need. So school's no good. Hospitals I'm a little bit dubious on because the child's allergic or mustn't touch something. Sometimes that's not the best place. Where can I go? As I say, people I know, most people don't have children. Where are these going, guys? What am I doing with them? Don't want to throw them back in the box. I will keep maybe a couple rubbers. As I say, I like these book ones. They're actually quite a good idea because it keeps them clean as they come up. That's quite good. And I like these plasticky erasers. Are they synthetic? I don't know. These are quite good. I don't like sort of the rubbers. Oh, do you know, before rubbers, or people didn't have rubbers, couldn't afford them, you use a bit of bread, and they were quite good for typing as well. When you didn't have a corrector for manual typing, you could get a bit of bread, roll it up and rub. So if you suddenly need a quick rubber, then you can always rub out with a bit of bread. So that's a good little tip there for you. So I think we'll leave it there, guys. No one's got any questions for me today. It's very strange is how it's in black when I'm on. I find that very hard to read, white on black. That's actually one of the worst colours people can read, white on black. Be interested to know, Texas Janet, more about your Airbnbs, because as you know, we do Airbnb sort of. So any chat about that? As I said, I've been reading a book where a lady was doing like renting her 2 properties out on her land, and all the problems she had, but quite honestly, bit strange that she never took their addresses. She did it all through email. She never asked for the money until they arrived. And some of the stories she said that she had trouble getting the money off them before they left, and she never had insurance. She never took a deposit for breakages. So a lot of what happened to her in these stories, and she didn't learn from the mistake. She's got a cleaner that kept taking things. And she said, well, it was hard to get somebody else. Anne says, who have centres for mothers in abusive relationships. They always like gifts for the children. Yeah, we don't seem to have that kind of thing here. Must be somewhere. I'm going to have to think about that. I need to find someone out here that does some sort of charity and see if they can. I'd like to keep it in-house here, really, in Cyprus. So I'll think about that. But as I say, the problem is the pens. They don't work. They don't work. And I certainly won't give anything like that. I like the idea of what I grow, put them on the end of the rows. Definitely will be doing that with those. I think that's a brilliant idea. I wish I'd got more fruit and vegetables now. So we've got the carrot, banana. I don't grow bananas, but I'll keep that one. What was the other one? Oh, the sweet corn. Sweet corn, that's a good one. What about that for the potatoes? The chip for the potatoes. Chocolate, no. Ice cream, no. Got that other banana. I don't grow bananas. That's the most realistic of all I've got. It's a bit dirty, but that's the most realistic of everything. I don't know. And as I say, maybe a couple of rubbers. Which ones do I like? Oh, the book one I thought was good. Oh, I've just seen. I've got a whole. Can you see that whole video case here of rubbers? Whoops. There's more rubbers. They're more your normal one, mostly. What's this? Pencil case. Oh, yes, I had this out. I took a picture of this for my. So we have a pen, big fountain pen. These are all big pencils. This says Cornwall, which is the southwest of England. You don't know. That's a lovely place to visit. Very expensive there these days. This just says jumbo pencil. Got your bill on the end. I mean, these are usable. You can use pencils. Land's End, which is obvious. It's the very tip of England at the bottom. Yeah, obviously got these places I went as a child. Souvenir of Norfolk, which again is in England. That's a very nice place. Very flat. The closest place we've got to Holland. Very flat. Brixham, I believe, is in Devon. There. This one. Wingshaven. It's a place I went on holiday in England. These are all as a child. Paynton Zoo, I believe that's in Devon. It's quite pretty, all the animals on there. It's this one, London. I ended up living, oh, it goes that way so you can see the bridge there, Tower Bridge. It's quite nice. I ended up living in South London before I came here. Yeah, and yes, I have met the Queen. That's a question people ask. Have you ever met the Queen? Yes. Irish pencil, because it has the eraser on both ends. What have we got here? Texas Giant says you need 3 pencil sharpeners per person. Do you have scouts there? Oh, something like that. Yes. When I was a Girl Scout leader, used to take donations for craft use. That's an idea. And I was also thinking sort of after school places, if there's any centres like that, might have that. That's a good idea, Janet. Yes. And says paint the banana purple for eggplant. Yes, aubergines I call them, but yes, I suppose. Yes. That's rubbery though. I'm not sure how that will do with our weather. Mind you, these are plastic, they'd crack up in the end anyway, wouldn't they? Yes. Yeah, some sort of craft group or it's got to be, I don't know. Got to look. That'd be my research. Because as I say, why is it 3 per person? Is that because one you lose, one you have? I only do things right in here, so in this room. So yeah, one you lose. I suppose one could go in your drawing box or when you go outside. What? 3? Oh, 3. 3. Yeah. So I've got to pick then. You're telling me I've got to pick 3. And that's the other thing. I tell you what else you need more for your eyeliner pencils, for your makeup. I've actually got 2 in my makeup box. One's for the wide pencils you get, and one's for the thinner one. So yes, so I've got to pick. As I say, these large pencils I will use. I'm tending to use pencils when I write rather than pen now because I'm running out of biros and pens. As I say, refills here are expensive, and the cheap pens, some of them not always good, are they? They sort of bleed or are a bit gummy. So I think you find a brand of pen or whatever. Highlighters I'm all right on. These ones are working really well. No brand. Triangle, is that the brand? D3 Triangle. Oh no, it's the shape, obviously. Looks like F Plus, I think is the brand. Yeah, trademarks, that's got to be the brand. I think that says F Plus. These are really good. Something like highlighters. These are rubbish. These are the ones I had before. Don't like those at all. They don't last very long. These have lasted ages. I've got 3 colours. I think I don't mind paying for things when they last, if they're a bit more money. But sometimes they don't last just because they're more. I've got a set of these which I actually used to write with. I like the triangle shape because my hands don't always work right. I've got some of these, what you've got on, pencils. They're actually supposed to be to help children hold a pencil properly. You slide on a pencil and you naturally hold right, and they're actually quite good for me. I use those quite good if I haven't got the triangle shape, or chunky pens. I like quite chunky pens to write with. Okay, guys, I think we'll call it a day there. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to my moderators, whether they're on or not on, because as some of you may or may not know, I don't post and say I'm doing a live, so they can't help me if I don't tell them I'm going on. So I thank you all. I thank all of you who watch either now or later, and I thank all of you who give a thumbs up, but a special thank you to all of you who leave comments under any of my videos. That really makes my day. And when I get a comment, I normally then just click on your name and go and take a look at your latest video. So you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. And until next time, Meraki. Have a good day, guys, and see you really soon. Bye.